Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity to join you tonight for your Spirit of 76 virtual gala. It is truly an honor. I am Ashley Lee, a proud Georgia native, Spelman College alumna, graduate of Case Western Reserve University School of Law in Cleveland, Ohio, and the Election Protection Chair for the National Bar Association's Young Lawyers Division. The National Bar Association was founded in 1925 and is the nation's oldest and largest national network of predominantly African American attorneys and judges. The Young Lawyers Division is home of the young lawyer within the National Bar Association and represents the interests of young Black attorneys under the age of 40 years old or originally admitted to practice within the past 10 years, whichever is more inclusive. One of our programmatic areas for this year is election protection, voter registration, and education. And so I'm so excited to be here. For those of you who may not know, we are less than 30 days away from another critical election in Georgia, the Georgia runoff election, where 2 U.S. Senate seats and a seat for the Public Service Commissioner will be on the January 5th, 2021 ballot. This election is of critical importance as each state elects 2 senators to the U.S. Senate, and both of Georgia's Senate seats will be on the January 5th ballot. This means that COVID-19 and related relief is on the ballot. An issue dear to my heart is student loan reduction. That's on the ballot. This year we've seen devastating wildfires and unprecedented hurricanes. Climate change is on the ballot. Police reform and social justice is on the ballot. This is truly a critical election and every eligible Georgia resident must vote in it. I know that most of you are not Georgia residents and you cannot vote in this election. However, you can still get involved and help to turn out eligible Georgia voters for this election. You can help by calling, texting, tagging on social media your family, friends, your networks that are in Georgia, and advise them they have to go back to the polls. They have to cast their vote in this important election. Tell them to develop a voting plan, and that simply means determine how you're going to vote, whether it's by absentee ballot, early in-person voting, which starts December 14th, 2020, in a couple of weeks. Or the last opportunity to vote is in-person voting on Election Day, January 5th. Tell them to decide how they're going to vote, find their polling location, and cast their ballot. If your family, friends, and networks have any problems voting, please ask them to call 1-866-OUR-VOTE. That's 1-866-687-8683 to speak with attorney volunteers who can answer their questions about voting. I volunteered during this election cycle and scheduled to do additional shifts because this election is so important. We have to protect the right to vote. There's been allegations of voter suppression, what's happening, it seems like almost every day, and we have to protect the right to vote. There's another opportunity how you can get involved. You can volunteer with the Transformation Justice Coalition, also known as TJC. It's an extraordinary nonpartisan organization that's on the ground here in Georgia, and they're getting out the vote for this January 5th, 2021 election through various nonpartisan opportunities. With TJC, you can phone bank from the comforts of your own home, no matter where you're located. This is important because not all Georgians even know that there's an upcoming election on January 5th. Some Georgians, especially those in South Georgia and rural parts, don't even have internet access. So they're completely in the dark about what is going on. But through these phone banking opportunities, writing postcards, you can talk to those voters. You can encourage them to vote. And so please, please, please join us. To volunteer for that effort, you can visit votingrightsalliance.org. In closing, the late Congressman John Lewis once said, "The vote is precious. It is almost sacred. It is the most powerful, nonviolent tool we have in democracy." Folks, if we don't use it, we most certainly can lose it. Please join me and help get out the vote in Georgia. Thank you so much.